Welcome back. In today's electrifying episode, we're diving into the shimmering world of Australian 50-cent coins. But not just any coins. We're talking about the top 4 most valuable and expensive 50-cent pieces ever minted in Australia. These are the coins that command attention in today's fast-moving collector's market. Coins that have become legends in numismatic circles. They may have started life as everyday currency, passed from hand to hand. But today they're turning heads, turning profits, and in many cases, turning into serious investments. Whether you're an experienced collector or a newcomer eager to learn what treasures may be hiding in your coin jar, this is one video you don't want to miss. Let's get started. First up, the Millennium Year 50-cent coin, issued in the year 2000. Even in damaged circulated condition, this coin remains one of the most iconic commemorative issues in modern Australian history. And the truth is, if you happen to own one, especially with its unique stylized design, you could be holding on to a hidden treasure that might just take your breath away. As the clock struck midnight on December 31st, 1999, and the world ushered in a brand new millennium, Australia marked the occasion not just with fireworks and celebrations, but with metal. The Royal Australian Mint issued a beautifully crafted 50-cent coin that would forever immortalize the arrival of the 21st century. This wasn't just a typical coin from another year. This was a bold statement, a visual, tactile, and permanent reminder that Australia had stepped into a new era with strength, unity, and artistic flair. The standout feature of this incredible coin lies in its reverse design, which is dramatically different from the traditional coat of arms found on most Australian 50-cent pieces. Instead, the 2000 Millennium coin features a stylized representation of the Australian flag. The familiar elements, the Commonwealth Star and the Southern Cross, are fragmented into geometric shapes, almost like shards of glass, coming together to form a futuristic and dynamic composition. Across the center, boldly inscribed, are the words, Millennium Year 50 cents. This reverse is not just visually stunning, it's symbolic. The breaking apart and reassembly of national symbols represents Australia's transformation and rebirth at the turn of the century. It speaks to innovation, to a country redefining itself in a global digital age, and to the unity of its people through a time of great change. Even in damaged condition, those raised lines, those fractured stars, and the engraved lettering continue to echo the spirit of an entire nation moving forward. On the obverse side, we find the stately profile of Queen Elizabeth II, as sculpted by Ian Rank Broadley. This portrait, introduced in 1998, was known for its realism and maturity. Her image on this coin exudes authority, calm, and heritage, providing a beautiful counterbalance to the energetic and modernistic reverse. The inscription reads, Elizabeth II Australia 2000, a clean reminder of the monarch's presence during one of the most monumental years in world history. When we look at the specifications, this commemorative coin retains the standard features of Australian 50-cent pieces. It's a dodecagonal, 12-sided coin, strikingly different from round denominations, and is made from copper nickel, an alloy of 75% copper and 25% nickel, giving it that iconic silver sheen. The coin weighs 15.55 grams, with a diameter of 31.65 millimeters, and features a reeded edge. Despite its age and any surface damage, the coin's shape and specifications help it remain instantly recognizable and highly collectible. Now, let's address the condition. Yes, your coin may be in damaged circulated condition. Perhaps it has scratches, nicks, or discoloration. But here's the truth that every collector and investor should know. Condition isn't everything when a coin has historical importance, national symbolism, and increasing demand. This coin is about context, not just appearance. The fact that it represents a millennium milestone makes it automatically valuable, regardless of where. With a mintage of around 16.6 million, the Millennium Year 50-cent coin was not extremely rare at release. However, 2 decades of circulation have taken their toll. The majority of these coins have been worn down, misplaced, or simply spent. As more high-quality specimens are bought up and stored away by collectors, even circulated and damaged versions are gaining value. These aren't just scraps of metal. They are pieces of a once-in-a-thousand-year event, and that rarity can never be repeated. Let's talk market value. In heavily damaged circulated condition, this coin can still sell for $1.50 to $3 AUD. That's already 3 to 6 times its face value. In lightly damaged or average circulated condition, expect to see $4 to $8 Australian dollars, depending on the eye appeal. Coins in better condition or with partial mint luster can fetch $10 to $15 Australian dollars. and those that are uncirculated or slabbed by third-party grading companies can reach $25 to $50 or more. Add any kind of minting error, a die clash, an off-center strike, or a cud, and you're looking at $100 and beyond. What's more, the passing of Queen Elizabeth II in 2022 added another powerful layer of historical importance to this coin. Collectors all over the Commonwealth are now chasing after coins from key years of her reign, especially those that represent landmark moments. The Millennium Year, with her image paired against a symbol of national change, has become one of the most sought-after commemorative pieces of the era. There's also the growing international demand. Numismatists from Canada, the UK, New Zealand, and the United States are diving into Australian coinage like never before, drawn to the bold designs, clean minting, and powerful stories behind these coins. And when global interest collides with limited availability, we get one thing: rising prices. This is the kind of coin that might be hiding in a drawer, sitting unnoticed in a change jar, or tucked away in a forgotten wallet. But its significance goes far beyond its looks. This 50-cent piece is a silent witness to history, a metallic memory of how Australia entered the year 2000, with style, pride, and hope. And as time moves forward, its value, both monetary and cultural, is only going up. You might hold it in your hand and see just a scratched, worn coin. But to collectors, historians, and investors, the 2000 Millennium Year 50-cent coin is a true modern treasure. A unique snapshot of time, cast in silver alloy. Whether you found it in circulation or inherited it from a relative, don't underestimate it, because this very coin, even in damaged condition, could one day be worth far more than anyone ever imagined. This isn't just currency. It's legacy. It's art. And yes, it could be your quiet ticket to fortune. Next up, the 2013 Australian 50-cent coin, especially in excellent condition, is far more important than most realize. Beneath its standard look lies a coin with powerful collector appeal, rising market interest, and increasing scarcity that might just transform it from pocket change into a surprising ticket to wealth. The 2013 50-cent coin continued the use of the iconic Commonwealth coat of arms on its reverse, a design that has become a hallmark of Australian identity and currency pride. But what makes this edition special isn't just the design. It's the combination of modern mintage trends, low survival rates in pristine condition, and escalating demand from collectors chasing complete year sets. When a coin like this enters the market in excellent condition, untouched by heavy circulation, it immediately stands out as a premium-grade find. That's exactly where your 2013 50-cent coin shines. Let's first appreciate the reverse design, a bold, regal display of Australia's national symbols. Designed by the legendary Stuart Devlin, the reverse features the Australian coat of arms, the stately kangaroo and emu supporting a shield which houses the emblems of Australia's 6 founding states. Above the shield is the 7-pointed Commonwealth star, while beneath it lies a sprig of wattle, the national floral emblem. The layout speaks volumes of Australia's federal unity, history, and strength. Even after decades in use, this design still carries a sense of grandeur, and when seen in excellent condition, its lines, depth, and detail become truly mesmerizing. The obverse of the coin features the well-known portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, sculpted by Ian Rank Broadley. This particular portrait was used from 1998 to 2018 and is instantly recognizable by its lifelike realism and intricate features. In excellent condition, you can clearly see the Queen's tiara, facial detail, and fine lettering, details that often fade after even moderate use. The inscription, Elizabeth II Australia 2013, surrounds her image, grounding the coin firmly in its year of minting and royal heritage. When it comes to technical specifications, the 2013 50-cent coin maintains the iconic profile of Australian half-dollar coins. Shape, dodecagonal, 12-sided. Composition, 75% copper, 25% nickel, copper-nickel. Mass, 15.55 grams. Diameter, 31.65 millimeters. Edge, milled reeded. Thickness, approximately 2.5 millimeters. This makes the 50-cent coin one of the largest and most robust coins in everyday Australian circulation. A coin that feels substantial in hand and commands presence in any collection. Now, the real question: what makes the 2013 edition valuable? The answer lies in its scarcity in premium condition and growing interest from collectors of full-year sets. While the mintage figure of the 2013 50-cent coin was over 7 million, very few have survived in excellent, uncirculated, or near-mint condition. Most were released straight into the hands of the public, passed through countless transactions, ATMs, and pockets. That's why when a clean, untarnished, crisp edge example appears in today's market, collectors rush to grab it, especially those building complete runs of decimal-era coins from 1966 onward. In excellent condition, a 2013 50-cent coin can fetch anywhere from $8 to 15 Australian dollars, depending on the sharpness of the strike and surface clarity. If graded professionally and given a high rating such as MS65 or above, the price could jump to $25 or even $50 AUD. While this might seem modest on the surface, remember that values are steadily increasing. As the population of untouched 2013 coins shrinks over time, demand continues to rise, and coins with low wear and strong detail will become harder and harder to come by. Now, here's the kicker. Some coins from the 2013 batch have been reported with striking errors. These include die cracks, off-center strikes, and clipped planchets, features that can instantly catapult a common-looking coin into the elite bracket of rare numismatic treasures. A confirmed mint error on a 2013 50-cent coin has the potential to fetch $100 to over 500 Australian dollars, especially if verified by a third-party grading service and authenticated in an online or live auction. Let's also not forget about the historical importance of this year in the eyes of collectors. The year 2013 sits near the end of the rank broadly obverse era, and just before a wave of new commemoratives began flooding the market in 2014. That makes 2013 a transitional and underappreciated year, one that is finally getting attention from enthusiasts who once overlooked it. Add to this the growing nostalgia factor, and you're looking at a coin whose value isn't just rising, it's accelerating. Combine all these factors, low survival and top condition, increasing collector interest, error coin possibilities, and the ever-growing appreciation for detailed, well-struck coins from the 21st century, and you have a recipe for a future powerhouse in the world of Australian numismatics. The 2013 Australia 50-cent coin might not scream rarity at first glance. But for those who understand coin trends, condition grading, and historical context, it's becoming crystal clear. This coin, especially in excellent condition, is a sleeper hit in the making. Whether tucked into an album or kept safe in a coin flip, it could one day command a price far beyond what you ever expected. Don't let its common appearance fool you, because this is one of those coins that could quietly, steadily, and powerfully lead you to fortune. Next up, the 1975 Australian 50-cent piece. At first glance, it might seem like any other well-used half-dollar, passed through thousands of hands in ordinary daily transactions. But beneath the surface lies a coin rich in meaning, heavy in value potential, and glowing with collector energy that continues to rise year after year. If you're holding one, even in circulated condition, you might just be sitting on a forgotten treasure. The year 1975 sits in a fascinating period of Australian history. It was a time of political upheaval, social transformation, and national redefinition. The Whitlam government had just been dismissed, triggering one of the most dramatic chapters in Australia's democratic evolution. While the country was undergoing change, so too was its currency. And the 1975 50-cent coin was among those quietly marking that era, flowing through the pockets of a nation while capturing the artistic, national, and economic spirit of the time. Now let's talk design, because the 1975 50-cent coin carries one of the most recognized and proud images in all of Australian coinage. On the reverse, we have the Australian coat of arms, designed by the legendary Stuart Devlin. The detailed composition includes a kangaroo and an emu, Australia's national animals, supporting a shield that showcases the badges of the 6 original states. Above this, the 7-pointed Commonwealth star shines proudly, while beneath it, a delicate sprig of golden wattle, Australia's national floral emblem, completes the imagery. This isn't just a design, it's a visual celebration of unity, nature, and identity. On the obverse, we see a regal portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, captured by sculptor Arnold Machin. This was the standard portrait of Her Majesty on Australian coinage from 1966 through the 1980s. Her image on the 1975 50-cent coin is youthful yet stately, framed by the inscription Elizabeth II, Australia, 1975. In circulated condition, many of these details may be worn, but the coin still retains its historic charm, especially when viewed through the lens of time. The coin's specifications are as bold as its design. It follows the classic shape and size of post 1969 50-cent Australian coins. Shape: dodecagonal, 12-sided. Mass: 15.55 grams. Diameter: 31.65 millimeters. Composition: copper-nickel, 75% copper, 25% nickel. Edge milled. This large and distinct shape makes the coin instantly recognizable and gives it a sense of weight and presence that collectors truly appreciate. Unlike smaller denominations, the 50-cent coin stands out in both feel and form, which adds to its allure as a collector's item. Now, let's dive into the rarity and collector demand. While the 1975 coin had a relatively high mintage of over 16 million, most of these coins went straight into circulation, and very few have survived in pristine condition. As a result, even circulated examples are growing in demand. Enthusiasts seeking to build complete year sets of 50-cent coins from the post-1966 decimal era are actively hunting for clean, detailed specimens. And here's the kicker. Many of the surviving 1975 coins are heavily worn, making it harder and harder to find solid, presentable examples. In circulated condition, the coin typically sells for between $1 and $3 Australian dollars, depending on its wear and overall eye appeal. But if your 1975 coin shows less wear, retains some original detail, and has a clean patina, values can reach $5 to $10 AUD. Even in standard use condition, that's 10 to 20 times its face value. And let's not forget, when collectors and investors sense that a certain year or mintage is drying up in quality, demand skyrockets, and so does value. That's already happening with the 1975 issue. Even more fascinating is the possibility of error coins, which have been known to appear from this period. These include off-center strikes, planchet flaws, double dies, and rim cuts. If a 1975 50-cent coin bears any of these errors, you're suddenly looking at a piece that could be worth $50 to $500 Australian dollars or more, especially if verified and graded. In recent years, even well-worn coins with minor anomalies have turned up in auctions and fetched surprising prices, showing that this year is still full of numismatic surprises. What's also driving value is the ever-growing trend of collecting by year, by monarch portrait, or by coin designer. The Stuart Devlin designs, especially his coat of arms reverse, are gaining legendary status worldwide, not just in Australia. Coin collectors from Canada, the UK, New Zealand, and even the United States are turning their attention to Australian decimal coinage, impressed by its bold shapes, national symbolism, and intricate detail. That international demand is pushing prices higher, and the 1975 coin is right in the middle of this upward momentum. Let's not forget the historical energy that clings to this coin. 1975 marked a turning point in Australian governance. It was a year of re-evaluation, of national discussion, of redefining Australia's place in the world. Holding a coin from that year is like holding a piece of history, an object that witnessed the country's transition, embedded with the silent energy of political and cultural change. That's the kind of emotional resonance that turns a coin from metal into memory, and from currency into a collectible with potential millionaire-making power. The 1975 Australian 50-cent coin might not dazzle with color or commemorate a flashy event, but it carries weight, in both form and meaning. In circulated condition, it represents a tangible link to Australia's dynamic past, and in collector circles, it's gaining more recognition with each passing year. Whether you found it at the bottom of a coin jar or inherited it from a loved one, this coin has the quiet potential to become one of your most valuable pieces. Watch it. Hold on to it. Because this seemingly simple silver polygon may just be the key to a richer future. Next up, the 2014 Australia 50-cent piece, a coin that, to the casual eye, may appear routine. But look deeper. Feel the weight. Examine the crisp 12-sided edge, Observe the powerful national symbols carved into its surface, and you'll begin to realize this isn't just pocket change. It's a modern-day treasure that's quickly gaining traction in collector circles. And if yours is in very good condition, it might just be worth more than you think. The reverse design of the 2014 50-cent coin features the iconic Australian coat of arms, a design that has graced many half-dollar coins since the late 1960s. But the version struck in 2014 feels especially refined, sharp, bold, and deeply detailed, thanks to the improved minting techniques of the modern era. Designed by the master of Australian coin artistry, Stuart Devlin, the coat of arms includes a proud kangaroo and emu standing upright and tall, holding a shield divided into 6 segments, each representing one of Australia's original states. Crowned by the 7-pointed Commonwealth star and flanked by the golden wattle, the design is not just patriotic, it's poetic. On the obverse, you'll find a celebrated portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, sculpted by Ian Rank Broadley, which was used from 1998 through 2018. This portrait is realistic, regal, and highly recognizable. The Queen wears the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara, and around her profile reads the inscription, Elizabeth II, Australia, 2014. In very good condition, all of these details, from the Queen's facial lines to the shape of her crown, remain clearly visible, adding to the coin's numismatic desirability. In terms of specifications, this coin remains true to the powerful presence of the Australian 50-cent series. Shape, dodecagonal, 12-sided. Metal composition, 75% copper, 25% nickel, copper-nickel. Weight, 15.55 grams. Diameter, 31.65 millimeters. Thickness, 2.5 millimeters, approximate. Edge milled. It's a large and heavy coin, making it one of the most physically commanding pieces of circulating currency in Australia. That alone gives it strong collector appeal. These are coins that you don't just see, you feel them. Now let's explore the rarity and collector demand. The 2014 50-cent coin had a relatively low mintage compared to the 50-cent issues of some earlier decades. But what makes this coin special is not just the numbers, it's the condition-based scarcity. Since most 2014 coins were issued directly into circulation, many became scratched, dulled, or worn within just a few years. That's why finding one in very good or near excellent condition is increasingly uncommon and increasingly valuable. Collectors are searching for clean, well-kept 2014 examples to complete year sets or maintain high-grade decimal coin collections. As for market value, your coin, if in very good condition, with clear design detail and minimal wear, can command between $4 and $8 in online auctions and coin shops. If closer to uncirculated, the value can rise to $10 to $20 AUD. And here's where it gets really exciting. Coins that receive a professional grading of MS65 or higher by a third-party agency, such as PCGS or NGC, have sold for $40 to $70 and above. Add in any striking anomalies, such as die clashes, off-center strikes, or broad strikes, and you're suddenly looking at a coin worth hundreds of dollars, or potentially much more. But why is demand rising so fast? The answer is simple. Modern collectors are changing the game. Gone are the days when only century-old coins had value. Now, collectors and investors are focusing on post-2000 coins in top condition, especially low population years like 2014. Plus, Queen Elizabeth II passing has created a global surge in demand for coins bearing her image, especially coins produced closer to the final years of her reign. That makes the 2014 edition even more important. It sits just before a series of royal transitions and currency changes that will reshape the numismatic landscape forever. There's also an emerging trend in error hunting and die variety collecting. Some of the 2014 50-cent coins have been found with cut breaks, die chips, or misaligned planchets, and these coins can command significant premiums. Even a slight error can transform a regular coin into a rare numismatic masterpiece, and savvy collectors are scanning their 2014 coins carefully to spot those anomalies. Collectors also love this coin for its durability and bold shape. The 12-sided edge isn't just a design choice. It's a signature of Australian identity. That unique form not only sets the coin apart, but also prevents it from being confused with any other denomination. As Australia's coinage system continues to evolve, the traditional 50-cent coin, especially editions like the 2014, is likely to become more symbolic, more collected, and ultimately, more valuable. The 2014 Australian 50-cent coin may look like just another piece of modern change, but its true value lies in its rising demand, historical timing, and its exceptional condition. It stands at the crossroads of tradition and transition, bearing the powerful designs of the past, while quietly growing into one of the most sought-after post-2000 coins in the Australian series. Whether you're holding one in a coin flip or discovering it in a forgotten drawer, don't let it go too soon. Because what you have might not just be a coin, it could be a modern classic in the making, and yes, it might just be your millionaire maker in the world of numismatics.